Welcome to another edition of the Pro Wrestling Truth's G1 Climax coverage special. As always, I am your host. My name is Mike, and I'm joined by the host, or the operator, the owner, the man behind it all over at Pro Wrestling Truth, my man Ethan. Ethan, how you feeling tonight, bud?
Everybody strap in. A lot's happened today. We're rocking
Oh,
and rolling.
man.
Let's get on this horse
And just ride it to the
until the
sunset.
sun sets. Welcome to the house, baby.
Oh, man. This is a mess.
I'm dropping
Um,
my shit, bruh. Alright, let's rock.
If you don't follow Ethan and I over on Twitter, you certainly should. There's a lot happening in both of our lives. Ethan over at the PW Truth. You can find me at Mike X Klinsky. Everything is in the description of the YouTube chat right now. Ethan, anything you want to discuss before we dive into the last week's worth of G1 events? You are something else right now.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we should just dive right in. We got a lot to cover. We got 4 events to review, 4 events to predict, and we have my New Japan Match of the Year candidate to talk about. So let's fucking roll, Michael.
Let's do it. Tag 10 took place August 2nd. Our first match for the tournament that night was Great Khan taking on Tomohiro Ishii. Great Khan comes away with a big win here. Two ass beaters in a really stiff match, beating the hell out of each other. It was exactly what I wanted. Great Khan picks up his first tournament win. I went three flat on it. Ethan.
I went 2.5. It was really good. Who won? Okan. Okan finally
Khan.
gets the win.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just so everybody knows, Mike has me beat by a point right now. What? Why you mad, bruh?
That's the catch up right there, right? You picked Khan?
I picked
Yes, and
Okan.
now we're tied.
And now we're tied 2020. This is gonna be a ride. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
So yeah, good match, good match. We'll just keep it moving. Or did you have something else you wanted to add?
absolutely not. What'd you go on it?
2.5.
Gotcha.
We got Toru Yano versus Tom Lawler here, and wow, 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 Mike, we were wrong here, but I'm glad we were wrong.
Me too.
Yano does not win. Tom Lawler picks up the win. I thought this was a pretty funny match. I like seeing Tom Lawler fuck around a little bit, and I enjoy Yano. I mean, I did 2 stars on it, but it didn't piss me off like of some other matches have in the tournament. It didn't hurt my feelings. How'd you feel?
Yeah, there was there was a lot that happened in this match, man. It was a Yano match through and through. I don't know what we were expecting. I just didn't expect Tom Lawler to cut loose like he did. Came out with a wig on,
Dude, he's a
had
god.
three different pairs of shorts on. I mean, this was fucking wild. It was nice seeing that fun side, but this match did nothing for me. It was a star and three quarters at best, but it was exactly what I wanted in that star and three quarters, so I liked it.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
then we had Sonata taking on Tamatanga. Tamatanga comes with a big win here, and holy shit, it happened once again. Another Sonata match that I thoroughly enjoyed in the G1. And both men went blow for blow throughout the whole thing, and
Mm.
Tama comes out on top with a stun gun out of nowhere, if you will. Three and a
Sometimes you
half, man.
gotta,
3.5. This
sometimes you
was
gotta
great.
go blow for blow with the boys to fucking know what it's made of. So yeah, Sonata and Tomatonga. I enjoyed this. I went 3.25 on it. I told Mike earlier. Sometimes I wonder if the reasons we have such bad opinions of some of these guys is because they're always in so many meaningless matches. Mainly these multi-mans they always do. Um, Not trying to give Sonata more credit than he deserves, but this was good, and I've enjoyed his work in this G1. Solid, solid stuff.
I like it. What'd you go on it?
3.25.
Yeah, it was good.
It was just like, man, I feel like I could see this match just like one of those Monday Night Raw showcases.
Oh God.
Like
Hello,
I
hello,
feel like
Colby. Great to see you guys. Oh wow, we have a lot of people hanging out tonight.
no way.
Jackson in the chat. You got old Justin in the chat. Good to see you, fellas.
Let's
Colby,
go.
howdy, howdy, howdy.
Oak Island, shout out. Jackson, what's up at Ole Miss? What's good? We
Yep,
love you,
good
bro.
stuff.
We here tonight.
Um,
We got 8 people in. Let's
that's it, bro. We're,
rock.
we're hanging out. We're having a good time. Our next match, Kenta versus Hiroki Goto. Kenta comes out with a great win. Another no frills ass beater here, buddy. GTS to win, damn near kills Goto. I loved it. It was awesome. 3.5.
Yeah, I went 3 flat. It was good. Kenta fucking GTS the shit out of Goto,
I
and I'm
loved it.
glad Kenta got the win. Um, Mike, this is another one. This is where I take the lead from
I
you.
know.
You picked Goto,
I did.
and I picked Kenta. So now we've risen. I will win that Chicago Diner plate. God damn it. Hey, everybody in the chat right now, while you're here, because I know you're going to leave soon, drop a like, but also take your pick. Who is going to win this competition between me and Mike? Will Mike buy me? Or will I buy Michael J Chicago Diner? Who wins? Drop it in the chat. I want to see. I want to see who's got me.
It's a great question. And then our main event for that night, David Finlay taking on Will Ospreay, and an upset that I don't think either of us saw. David Finlay comes out on top. The pacing of this match was really weird. It was interesting, but the last few minutes worth of the final stretch ruled. Um, Finlay hit the trash pan, and Ospreay sold the shit out of it. Finlay wins, man. 3 3/4. Thought it was great.
Yeah, you said you thought the pacing was off.
It was weird in the it was interesting is how I had it worded.
Yeah, yeah. It was interesting. I saw a lot of people going fucking dog shit crazy over this, and I thought it was good. Nowhere near the Finley Juice match from the other night, but it was still good. I went 3.5. David
Okay.
Finley getting a huge win though.
Jackson said, I love my boy Madman Mike, but I gotta go with the Bean God himself for the upset.
Bean
I would say
God,
it's an
baby.
upset, but it's fine.
It's an upset.
I would say so.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, it ain't
Big
over
Dev
yet.
is serious. It's fine.
One last thing on this match, I thought it was cool that Finley gave Ospreay the belt back even after he beat him. Genuine babyface shit from Dave.
Oh yeah, he just couldn't not be a white meat baby face. I went 3 3/4. What'd you go? I didn't hear it. Sorry.
3.5.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't offensive at all. I don't think a lot of this stuff. Oh well, never mind. Next match is gonna be offensive. But yeah, it was whatever, man. It was fine. I enjoyed it. Our next night was Tag 11 on the 5th of August. Opening contest that night was Yujiro Takahashi taking on Juice Robinson. Takahashi wins. This was mundane and overbooked. Takahashi cheated to win. Bullet Club bullshit. Star in 3/4.
Yeah. Some of these matches on this night, I didn't. I was kind of distracted when I watched this one. I just skipped completely, and I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad that you did. It
Uh,
fucking sucked.
yeah. So
I,
no.
I could have done, I don't know, anything else other than watch that shitty match.
Yep.
Our next match was Tai Chi versus Chase Owens. I probably would have enjoyed this a little bit more if Chase Owens' nasty ass didn't try assaulting Miho Abe throughout it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm like, read the fucking room, big dog. Maybe not the greatest play for you of all people.
Yeah.
Tai
Right.
Chi comes away with a win, 2.5 stars.
Yeah, I'll say 2.25. I just couldn't get into this one, and I don't think it's any fault of Tai Chi. Just Chase Owens, he's had some all right performances in this tournament, but he really just took me out of this one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah. I have a hot take on the next one, buddy, so I might pass it to you first, if that's okay, if you have anything to say about it. Tetsuya Naito versus Aaron Hanare. Naito came away with a win here.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a good match. Naito gets the win, slowly working his way toward what I'm assuming is his comeback towards the semifinals.
Mm.
Nothing really much to say. Once again, I was a little distracted watching this one, but I went 3 flat on it. I thought it was good. What's your hot take, Mike?
I went 3 flat as well. This felt like Naito channeled his inner Kaiji Muto and refused to help Hanare get over. Everything was slow and didn't really feel like he showed up at the office that day.
Holy
Hanare worked his ass off through it, and it just felt like Naito was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Hanare, man, blew me away. Um, Go back and watch it objectively.
You just climbed a tree, went out on the furthest limb, and bounced around on it for a minute.
Nah,
You're
bud.
insane. It's not an insane take because
Nah,
Hanare's
bud.
been working harder than most in this tournament.
Naito
So
did
I
no
get it.
favors. No
And
favors.
Naito, here's the thing, and I'm gonna use this as we get later. I mean, the big 3 or 4 in New Japan for the past 2 years have kind of just been like that. They just fucking be lazy. That includes Okada and Tana at times. So and Naito falls in the same tropes sometimes. So I'll rewatch it, but at the same time, I was distracted, but it didn't pull me in. So I trust your opinion, Mike.
Wow. I appreciate you trusting me.
You know I do.
Um,
Don't play with me.
our
Colby
next
had a sweet
match,
tie.
I know it was very sweet of her to say. Our next match was Jeff said I'm putting money on Ibushi showing up soon. FYI, we'll see.
I
Jonah
hope.
versus Jeff Cobb was our next match. Jonah came away with a big win here. Ethan, how'd you feel about it?
I need to rewatch this. I'll
Okay,
be honest with
noted.
everybody. I don't give ratings on stuff that I didn't fully watch. I wasn't able to finish the last two matches on this show.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
So, these two men felt like the reason that the A block was called the Monsters block, so it was really cool to see them lock up here. Um, and standing across from Jeff Cobb, who's really been the big guy of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Jonah looked like a mammoth in the best way. Cobb showcased his athletic ability like throughout this, his freakish power, throwing Jonah's big ass around. Um, the end, like the finish was Jeff said that superplex damn near caved the ring in, and it did, man. The build to that superplex was fucking awesome. Um, that I think I told you because we discussed another Jonah match that we'll get to, pop in the crowd. This also popped the crowd, and it was awesome. Um, Cobb is 2-2 after this match, but it feels like his G1's over. And that's just because of how the A blocks really played out and how Jonah really kind of showed up and balled out with
mhm.
Okada. So I
I'll
feel
I'll. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean
you're
to
good. I
interrupt you.
went four flat. I fucking loved it, dude. It was
Nice,
awesome. But I don't think that you could do much better than this.
for sure.
This
I'm
was probably
excited to
their
watch it.
ceiling. It was great.
The only thing I will say about this is I did predict the winner.
Fuck.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm now two ahead of you, and I'm sorry. But hey, I'm excited to watch this
Suffering.
match though. I'm
Pain
definitely gonna go back and watch it.
and suffering. And then our main event that night, um, Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Evil. Tanahashi came away with a win. House of Torture is really torturous. Tanahashi did everything he could to salvage any bits of this match, so all of my 2 3/4 rating goes to Tanahashi. Fuck
Yep.
Evil, fuck House of Torture. I'm tired of it.
Yes. Agreed.
Great.
Once again, I didn't see this, but fuck evil.
Jeff went 4 1/4 on Cobb Jonah, by the way. Um,
Nice.
Tag 12 took place on the 6th of August. Yoshihashi versus El Phantasmo opened. Yoshihashi comes away with a big win here, man. A few times throughout this tournament, I've been rather surprised with ELP's matches not being cringy and comedic when they really shouldn't be, and this is another one of those moments. Phantasma showed the fuck up for this, as did Yoshihashi. Tough and hard-hitting affair with an enjoyable finishing stretch. I didn't realize that Yoshihashi's never gone 2-1,
Yep.
and that was a big deal. But man, this was fucking awesome. 3 3/4. I really enjoyed it.
Fuck yeah, man. So yeah, I went 3 1/4 on this. Yoshihashi once again with another great match. It's not quite as good as the Shingo match from earlier in the tournament, but for whatever reason, and it's always been this way, the crowd loves Yoshihashi. I mean, they're behind him every G1, even though he shits the bed, not in his performances, but in his record. And for this to be the first time he goes 2-1, it's fucking awesome. The crowd just made this for me. I went 3 1/4. Just another great match from Yoshihashi. And this puts me in the lead by 3 points,
Oh my
20,
god, it does.
29-26, because you picked Elp.
Running away with it now, bud. Next match was Toriano versus Lance Archer. Archer comes away with a big win. Not even a big win. Just he comes away with the right win over Yano. What'd you feel about it?
The best part of this was another Kevin Kelly quote for me.
Oh Lord.
He said, why are you gesturing at us? Up yours too. I
Yeah,
think.
and he's like, oh, it was a low blow. Okay, yeah. I know,
Like man,
just
come on, Kevin.
fucking
God.
cornball.
I went 2 1/4. It is what it is.
Mm.
We both
Um,
got this right though.
yeah, I went 2.5. This was a match. It felt like Archer was kind of looking forward to playing
Horny for
Yano.
Yano.
Dude, he is, man. He played in Yano shit a bunch, even ripping off those 2 turnbuckles himself.
Yeah.
Then you have like a nasty fucking knee to the face and the blackout for the win. It was fine. It was what it was. Our next match was Hiroki Goto versus Zack Sabre Jr. ZSJ comes away with the win. Dude, Goto's been a fucking blast, and I fully do believe that the G in G1 stands for Goto right now because this is the most entertaining this motherfucker's been in 3 years for me.
Really?
Oh, dude, it's great.
You've
Um,
never
it,
been you've never been impressed by him prior?
I have been. I really loved Goto when I first saw him, but then it's just like, oh, he's the same fucking dude every match. And
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
these matches he's shown up and shown out for. Um, it also dawned on me during this match that Zack Sabre Jr. is the most unique character in New Japan Pro Wrestling. His banter, the shit that he talks, and he really is the most technical wrestler, like the best technical wrestler in the world, like straight up. And I love that. I think it was great. And he kills everything he touches. So this was a fantastic match. Ass beaters get me excited, and that's what this was. 3 3/4.
Man, go off. I might need to rewatch this whole show because I went 3 1/4 again here.
That's all right.
Um, just another standardly good performance from both of these guys. Goto looks good as he always does, and then Zach. I mean, every match he's in, he stands out in. You know,
Austin popped in the chat, checking in, fellas. Hope you guys are enjoying whatever you're watching. But you might, this could toe the line of the shit that you might be interested in. Who knows?
it might. I've tried to get him
Old
into it
AG.
before.
Oh, come on over, bud. It's not a far walk. Just bring your ass through. Um,
But yeah, I went 3 stars on it. Zach's post match promo. I made a note about his post match promo, and I can't remember why I did that. Oh, it's when he grabbed the fucking mic from Kevin Kelly and said, "I'm the best technical wrestler in the world. Get your ass on a fucking plane and fly to Japan if you have something to say about it." Type deal.
tough.
So it was good shit, but it's not the best post match promo of the G1. That remains to
Mm,
come tomorrow night.
mm. You have a hot take on that shit, buddy.
I do have a hot take, and this next match I might have a hot take on as
All right,
well.
here's the deal, man. I'm gonna pass
Yeah.
it right to you. Semi-main event here, like your co-main is Great O'Con taking on Switchblade Jay White. Jay White comes away with a win. Ethan.
3 1/4. I went 3 1/4 on about every damn thing on this show. Um, I don't really have a hot take. I just felt like it was a good segue. Jay wins. I was right. Mike was right. Um, I really don't have a lot to say about this. Great O'Con looked good. He just always, just his singles matches, he always stands out because he's not like anybody else in Japan, really. And once you watch him work these singles matches, you really notice it. But I thought this was a good match. I saw some people saw that say this was awesome,
Mm.
and maybe I missed the mark. I didn't think it was bad by any means, but it was good. Go ahead, Mike.
3 1/4, buddy. That's fucking crazy because this isn't gonna be the only match that we watched two different matches on.
Can
This is
never
fucking
mind. We'll get to it
fantastic.
in a second.
Jay White won. I'm sure that I'll be made to look like a fucking fool for saying this, but it is what it is. I love Jay White and Gato together. It's a match made in heaven. Jay White's banter, like just him shit talking literally everything and everyone, and even the young boys and the refs, paired with Gato's pleas while in peril, make for fucking fantastic content. I love it. With that out of the way, this match fucking whooped ass. It was awesome, really fucking good. I'm a real big fan of Great O'Con, and I really love the Switchblade. The finish was great, and the crowd really rallied behind O'Con before he succumbed to the damage to his knee, which was a match-long fucking issue that he had. I loved it. It was great. 4 1/4, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I am just fucking out to lunch, guys.
That's
I'm
it, bud.
sorry I'm such a grump. But yeah, and with that in mind, I'm gonna lead us to our next match because I do have a lot of notes on this and a
Please
lot
do.
I want to say.
Oh yeah.
Um, the main event, Block D, Shingo Takagi versus Will Ospreay. If you watch any of these streams, you know I've mentioned how much this match means to me, how excited I am for it. I've said it's the most anticipated match of the tournament, and I still believe that to be true. This is the biggest match of any match they could have booked, honestly. Um, these two have met 4 times prior. They've broken Dave Meltzer's scale 2 or 3 times with 6 stars, 6.5 stars, 7 stars, all that shit. Um, so I wrote down a couple notes for a little bit of the history coming into this one. Their first match was in the 2019 Super Juniors finals. Osprey won in 33 minutes. I went 5 stars on it. Their second match, I went 4 1/4 on. Shingo beat Will in about 22 minutes. Um, third match was in the New Japan Cup last year in the finals. Osprey beat Shingo in 30 to win the cup. And then Osprey beat Shingo again in a classic 45-minute match, May of 2021 at Wrestling Dante Q. I went 5 on that one as well. So,
Mm.
needless to say, 2 5-star matches from me in the span of 2 years. I don't give out ratings like that. Not that I'll have to have the right opinion, but that shows how much I really think of these two together. So that leads us here to the match. What can I say? There's a lot of stuff I loved about it. The Spanish fly off the top's crazy. All the different counters and stuff that they always pull off with one another. The hidden blade countered into the cross arm breaker from Shingo. Shingo hitting an Os cutter. Osprey hitting the made in Japan and calling it the made in England. I mean, it's just the basic good shit you get from these guys. I mean, when Shingo breaks out a fucking reverse Rana, you know it's big match Dragon Gate Shingo here. So all that's good and fun, but in the end, it is the weakest match they've had together, in my opinion. I went 3 3/4 on it, but I hate to say that I was disappointed because I wanted another classic.
Mm.
But you can't always get a classic, and sometimes it's fine to not get a classic. But I still thought they could have given us a little more. I just didn't feel the emotion of their last 4 matches. I didn't feel the I don't know the fluidity. Um, and that's just me giving the positives and then the negatives. I'm not trying to shit on it because I love Shingo Takagi to death, and him and Osprey are perfect together. But I went 3 3/4. Mike saw a different match than me. But I don't know, man. I just wanted more. I just wanted more because I've seen them do way more. I've seen them do a little less, than way more. But like,
Jeff
come on,
said
guys.
y'all are too picky.
I'm not too picky, bro. Oh, Jeff's gonna get me riled up.
Jeff said we're too picky, but I went higher than he did on White Okan, and he went 4.5 on this match, and I went higher than he did on this match.
Oh
This
God,
was
don't tell me you gave this 5, Mike.
I didn't. I went four and three
Thank God.
quarters. I loved this match though. I absolutely loved their meeting from Wrestling Dontaku last year. It was my match of the year. If you went back and ever watched Up and Over podcast, we had like year-end awards. It was the sentence that I said was, of all matches last year, and there were some great ones, there wasn't a better wrestling match than Shingo versus Osprey, and I still stand by that. I think that's the best match of last year. This was fantastic.
I
the
agree.
The big difference here is that it's a compact match, right? Last year it went 45 minutes. This they had a 30-minute time constraint, and they tucked it within 21 and a half minutes. Like I think it was like 21:08. It was awesome. And I thought that it was as flawless a match as you could have within 30. The last couple of minutes saw Shingo damn near killing Osprey, who was kicking out strictly based off of impact, like his impulse and his instinct alone. And then Shingo hits Last of the Dragon and put him away for good. This was fucking awesome. 4 3/4. It was awesome. I just think that you just didn't end up watching the same match I did, bud.
I just tired of the spots, man.
Um, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Our next event. This is going to be an event I'm sure you have a lot of notes for. So, Tag 13 took place August 7th. Your opening contest was Evil versus Aaron Hanare. Evil comes away with a win here. Ethan, you want to start us off?
Yeah, man. We both wanted Hanare to win this, but who fucking wouldn't? Evil fucking blows dick. Hanare once again does his best. 2 1/4. Fuck Evil.
2.5. Hanare put in a great performance here. This wasn't hard to sit through, but just as I found myself starting to get invested, you had the House of Torch, Dick Togo interference bullshit. It was fine, whatever. Bad Luck Fale versus Tom Lawler. Lawler comes away with another win, back to back. Jordan 96-97 here from Tom Lawler. Tom Lawler's been working his ass off in the G1 there, bud. He made this match against Fale here fun to watch. And then seeing how behind him the Japanese crowd is endearing, and it warms my heart for Tom Lawler. At the end of this day, at the end of the day, it's still a Fale match, so it was as good as we were gonna get. 2.5.
Yep, I went 2.5 as well. Not much else to say you haven't already said. Tom's over. Probably the second most over guy in this tournament. Wink, wink. Um,
Mm.
Tom Lawler gets another win, and I'm glad. Fuck Fale.
Jeff said, "I think Ethan's bias towards Osprey hindered his hindered his rating." But
I don't think so, because I gave Shingo Osprey my match of the year last year 5 stars twice, 4 1/4 once, and 4 3/4 the other time.
right.
That ain't biased.
Our next match. I'm gonna give this to you first. Juice versus El Fantasma. You had Juice come away with a victory here via disqualification.
2.5. Um, They were having a fine match, and then they did what they normally do, which was fuck that up. Um, yeah, I mean, it's just Bullet Club bullshit. You're going to go pull a DQ finish. I understand doing the DQ finishes, but I don't know. It took me out of this when I was trying real hard to care about something LP does. So,
All right, buddy. Well, here we go again. The beginning portion of this had me almost
oh
skip the match
boy,
entirely,
you
and I'm
just had a
really
good day and you're riled up, and you
no,
want to give
bud, no.
flakes out, buddy.
The beginning portion of this had me almost skip the match entirely, but I'm really glad I stuck it out. Juice showed a mean streak that stems off of his frustration of, I don't know, maybe shitting the bed in the most important and prestigious tournament in the world. Um, Phantasmo, for the first time ever, garnered some sympathy from me, and I actually found
Wow.
myself rather invested in this during the latter half of the match. I probably could have went higher on this, but my overall loathing of ELP weighed heavily on my heart, so 3 flat. But man, this was way better than I was expecting, but the
That's
first
fair.
half of that was fucking awful. Jeff said that spot where Phantasmo smashes Juice's head through the table was fucking awesome, man.
That was dope. That
It
was
was
dope.
good shit.
That's the majority of my 2.5 was that. I was like, what the fuck? And then Juice bled in this, correct? I'm
He
trying to
did
remember.
off of that
I
spot.
watched this at 4 in the morning, so I somehow forgot that. But wow,
Uh,
wow.
yeah, it was man, good shit. Tomohiro Ishii taking on Chase Owens. Chase Owens comes away with a win. Ishii pulled a gutsy performance from Owens here, bud. But why do they keep putting Ishii in spots where he's eating shit underneath a guy like Chase?
I know.
3 1/4, it was fine. Whatever.
Yep, I went 3 1/4 as well. You know, you put Ishii in there with somebody, it's gonna be hard for it to suck. Um, even if it's fucking Chase Owens. So Ishii wins. We both predicted this one right. 3 1/4. Moving along.
Go on, bud. It's your time. Your time to shine.
Oh, main event of this night was Block A. Kazuchika Okada. What?
Oh. Oh.
I just realized what was next. It's Kazuchika Okada versus Jonah. If you would have told me before we did watched all these that I would have rated the Shingo Ospreay match significantly lower than this Okada versus Jonah match, I would have told you you're full of shit. But I would have owned it because this match fucking ruled. I really don't even know where to start with it, but I'll try and keep it come back so nobody kills me. But I thought this was the best New Japan match of the year. I thought this was the best Okada match in probably 2 years or more. Um, you just finally saw Okada fucking feel something. Like for so long, he's just been in coast mode for me. You know, he's the Rainmaker, and he knows on his arm he can make stuff great. You know, he can run through his stuff. You know, work slow for 15 or 20 minutes, then do every version of the Rainmaker and the Money Clip and be good, and it'll rule. You know, because I enjoy the shit. You know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
given matches that he's done fucking barely nothing in, besides halfway sell, and then do all this shit at the end. I've given him 4 stars because he's fucking sick at that shit that he does. But this is the Okada I always talk about, where Okada does coast a lot, but his highs are higher than any fucking body else's. When Okada puts the fuck on, he puts the fuck on, and when Okada turns it the fuck up, there's nobody that turns it up to the level he turns. 4 3/4 from me. This is one of my favorite matches of the year. He made Jonah look like a fucking monster. Okada wasn't just selling, you know, with facial expressions. He was literally screaming as he got his fucking midsection worked over and his ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
This was just fucking phenomenal. And this is what I enjoy in pro wrestling nowadays. It's just a real good ass fucking story. It makes sense. There's nothing flashy to it. It's just common sense. What do you think would happen if these two dudes fucking got it on? You know, Jonah would fucking more likely fucking, he's much bigger than Okada, you know what I mean? He's the big guy. He came in here. Okada's never faced him before.
Yep.
Fucking wear his ass down. This was just simple stuff. That's the thing. It was simple. They didn't have to go out and fucking bust their nut 5 times. They went out here and said, all right, Jonah's a big dude. He's going to fuck Okada up. Okada's going to be in pain. He's going to lay there. He's going to fucking screech and scream, fucking be in pain, get his ass beat, try to come back, and he can't. And when he nails Jonah with that motherfucking Rainmaker, you know? And then at the end, the fucking finish, dude. Unbelievable. This crowd got louder than it's been since any of the pandemic. Like this, it was just fucking great, man. 4 3/4. I don't think a New Japan match this year is going to top it. Um, and Jonah's post match promo. Now, not saying me and Mike talked about this on the phone earlier. I'm not saying I'm a Jonah fan, but he's a different person after this match. In my eyes and anyone's eyes, you can't watch this match and look at Jonah the same way you did beforehand. He's a star now. He's a star in Japan. He's a star anywhere in the world. If he comes back to America and works, that's a different guy. He should up his fucking booking fee for this shit, man. Like, you should pay
That's
big
it.
money for Jonah now. Like, this
That's
is
it.
Big Van Vader #2, bro. This is like Vader and Inoki, bro. Like, that's what this shit was. This was the modern day Vader, and it's fucking awesome. 4 3/4. I'll get off my soapbox now.
I have been adamant on my Jonah does nothing for me stance
And I've agreed with that.
since he was announced for the G1 earlier this year. Um, his last two tournament matches, you have this match and then the one versus Cobb, have me completely sold on him being a superstar worthy of being in the main event picture wherever he is. Okada fought his fucking ass off throughout this, and he played perfectly in the David versus Goliath story that they were telling. Um, Everything worked beautifully for both these men in this match. The match really played off perfectly, and it was a joy to watch. The finish had the crowd reacting audibly, as you touched on, Ethan, and even the announcers were taken aback by that. This was match of the tournament, match of the year for New Japan. You were dead on there. 4 3/4. I'm right there with you. This was fucking awesome. I don't
It's
think either of us predicted Jonah to come out and
mm-mm.
beat Okada, but man, this was
No, man.
fucking awesome.
Like, these are the matches that make the G1 special. Like, back, in the glory days of my day, like 2013, 14, 15, 16. I mean, these were the type matches that you got multiple times in the G1. Just these star-making performances, guys digging fucking deep, guys putting on for other guys. We don't get a lot of get more shenanigans and flashy shit. But like, this is fucking pro wrestling, and fucking Jonah, dude. Like, I don't know how much more to rave about it. Like, this shows what I didn't see. I can admit it, and I'm nobody, but what I didn't see, what fucking Vince and Triple H didn't see, and what everybody else fucking, you can say what you want about New Japan right now. I will shit on it. I've done it before. But sometimes nobody can make a star like these guys can.
Mm.
Nobody can do what Okada can for somebody, because no one's been able to do this for Jonah, but at the same time, no one's tried to book Jonah in that scenario. Main a fucking vent 3 or 4 weeks into this fucking company, and just say, all right, dude, you're big as fuck. You're believable. We're going to put on for you, and let's see what fucking happens, And I never thought this, man. Seeing Jonah and Noah all those years come over for PWG, and I was like, oh, wow, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel for guys here, Like, I was just like, great, And then he signed to NXT, and I couldn't have given a fuck. He came back to the Indies, and just like Mike, I didn't give a fuck. And now here we are, fucking singing his praises. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it with the quote he said: "I am the mighty, and the mighty don't." Hard as fuck,
I
dude.
am the mighty, and the mighty don't kneel.
Dude,
Fucking hardest shit he could have said, dude. And I love the
it's like
callback. Fucking
it's
awesome.
like, and if you think about it, Jonah did less in this match, flashy wise and like move wise, did any of these other like big matches he had on NXT or before, like.
But he made you feel something with it.
But it meant so much fucking more because of Okada underneath. Who's in the
Colby,
chat talking shit?
Colby said, "Congrats, you're now Jonah's #1 fan."
I'm not Jonah's #1 fan. Everyone hates my fucking opinions, but I'll tell you this much. I don't think there's anyone that's. No, never mind. I'm not.
What's up?
Because Jeff called me biased, so I'm not going to make the argument that I'm unbiased.
Oh no, go ahead, bud. Make that argument. You're good.
I'm not, buddy. I've given Osprey 5 stars multiple times. When he gives me a reason, I give it to him.
Good lord.
But
All
I'm
right,
not.
well,
I'm not the star critic here. So
have we tallied up the results?
we have, bud, and it's looking a little rough for you, huh?
Yeah.
So let me look real quick. Coming out of that night, I was ahead by 2. I got ahead by 3 in Phantasmo Yoshi. I had it written the fuck down here.
I see that 3-wick candle burning in your glasses there, buddy.
Dude, I got a pumpkin cinnamon bun going right now, bud.
Colby said,
Okay.
"I'm just being a hater. Sorry, Ethan."
No, you're good. I love you, buddy. You ain't gotta hate. You ain't gotta apologize to me. This is all fun and games. That's what I love about this, don't you, Mike? We're
It's a
best
blast.
buddies.
That's
You're my
it.
best friend, and we
Hey,
get at it. We don't ever really get after it, do we?
no, we don't.
We get it in we give opinions and we think about how each other viewed it, and we move along at the end of the day. I
But
know,
you know
I
what?
know.
I got a thought about the thing we were talking about earlier that I told you I couldn't brainstorm for. Just based off
Good,
of that alone.
good. And here's the thing. Never mind. I'm not getting emotional on here. I was just gonna say you. I know you get tired of hearing me go off on how I feel about certain things,
Oh no, but go
and
on
it's
now.
okay.
Go
No.
nuts. Go wild. Go stupid. Go crazy.
So,
Um,
anyways,
well, Ethan. Oh, you never mind. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I got 29. You got 26.
Ugh.
We got that right. No, we're not done. All right, 30 to 27. I'm keeping it added up. We both picked ZSJ 31 to 28. We both picked Jay White 31 to 29. Shingo, we both picked, so that's 32 to 30. We both got that wrong. All right, here you are. You're coming back 32-31 because you picked Lawler. Juice, we got the same on, so that's 33-32, 34-33, 35-34.
Oh man. Oh man.
I've
Right
only
in the
got you by
thick of
1 point.
things.
Dude, I had a lead there for a small
Hell
amount
yeah,
of
you
time.
did, bud. Not anymore, motherfucker.
But I guess it's time to do predictions before it gets too goddamn late.
Yeah, dude. So I don't have
Um,
anything written down, so I'm gonna let you run these cards down. We'll
okay,
get through it, okay?
that works. First one we're covering is Tag 14. It happens tonight, this morning. You got Yujihiro Takahashi versus Yoshihashi. I picked Yoshihashi. With this victory, he'll move to 6 points and be tied with David Finlay. Because right now in the D block, bro, David Finlay and Yoshihashi are.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, yes. Right
That
now
is
you have
amazing.
you have David Finlay at 6, Yoshi at 4, Shingo with 2 losses at 4, Will Ospreay with 2 losses at 4, Takahashi with 2 losses at 4.
Is David
So
Finlay about to come out of D block?
that's what I'm gonna say though, man. I wish you would have had the time to really go through this because I kind of did some critical thinking on how to make
Dude,
this work.
I'm gonna take all this with a little bit of grace. I'm going Yoshi here.
Okay, sweet. Same. So I'll write down same for us. All right, next match we have Sonata versus Chase Owens in Block B. I'll pick Sonata. It moves him up to 6 points as well.
Yeah, I think I have to go Sonata, but man, dude, I feel like Chase Owens might be a piece of shit here. Don't tell me who you picked, because I don't want to just keep picking off of you. Does that make sense?
Okay, cool. Next match, Tai Chi versus Tama Tonga.
Tama.
Me too. I picked Tama. I think he's going to move up to 6 because I think we're going to, when Jay and Tama finally meet, it's going to be to determine, well, it ain't going to be to determine the block because Jay's running the shit, but you got to build Tama up. Anyways, next match, Lance Archer versus Jonah. This is a tough one.
That is
I'll
a
let
tough
you have
one.
it first.
What's Jonah's record right now?
All right, Block A. You
Yeah.
have Jonah in the lead, 3-1 with 6 points.
Who
You
did
have
he
Okada.
lose to?
Yano.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you have Okada second place because Jonah beat
Of the
him
tiebreaker, yep.
at 3-1, 6 points. Then you have Cobb at 4 points with 2 losses. Archer at 4th place with 2 points. That's kind of where you're looking.
Jonah has to win this.
Think hard now, Mike.
Jonah has to win
Think
this.
hard now, Mike. Now listen to me. Do you think Jonah goes to the semifinals?
I think Okada does.
Okay, well tell me this.
Because
Jonah.
we'll have. So who's left for him to match up with? Fale?
That's the thing. Fale,
Lawler?
and that's it. Fale, he's already faced Lawler, and he beat him.
So it's just Fale.
Fale. So the thing is for Okada to... I'm convincing you to change your pick when...
You're not,
This is
dude.
like-
I think if we do it this way, then Fale beats Jonah. Fale always has a weird fucking win in the G1, dude.
But then Okada...
Wins out.
That puts him at 8. That puts him at 10. Okay, all right, fine. Just keep your pick. All right, you want
I'm
Jonah?
going Jonah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. I'm going to Archer. I'm only going to Archer because the last match of Okada's tour is a big built singles match between Archer and Okada that Archer's been talking about in pre-packages before the tournament where he's like, I'm finally getting Okada one-on-one and I'm finally going to fuck beat him. And Archer, he's only had two. Where's it? Where did I say he was at? 2 wins. Yeah.
So you're
So I
saying Jonah
just
loses out?
loses out. What you mean?
You think Jonah loses out? You
Loses
think
to
he,
Archer?
you think he loses here, and you think that he loses to Fale, and then you have Okada win.
No, I just think he loses to Archer.
Okay.
I haven't beaten
Okay.
Fale. I just
Okay.
think he eats one more loss. Because my thing is, one loss to Yano almost looks bad. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, he also got kind of beat by Archer. You
I
know.
got you. So I'm taking Jonah.
Awesome, and I got Archer, so that'll be another
Oh,
tiebreaker. All right, next one is Block C. It's the main event of tonight. It's another one they've been building towards, and you know it. Kenta versus Tetsuya Naito, buddy.
oh man.
Now, let's to give some context here. Naito is in 4th place with 4 points. Kenta is
Has
in
to win out essentially to stay
place.
alive.
Yes. Well, Kenta does too. Kenta's fucked. He only has 2 points, bro. He's won once.
He's out, right? He's out.
I think so, man. He's not yet. He could make a fucking stretch, I think. But if he loses this, he's out for sure. But also, Naito is probably out too. So it's a great main event, especially with the build they've had.
Yeah, I think Naito wins this, dude. I can't lie to you.
I do too. Naito continues his comeback story. That's my big review. All right, next night of action. Let's dog her down. Tag 15. We have LP versus David Finlay. Where do you go, Mike? LP is in last place with 2 points, 3 losses, 1 win. Now, with this, you also have to think about the same situation we had with Jonah and Okada. Finlay leads his block.
I just don't see a world where David Finlay walks out of D block as your winner, man.
I don't either.
I just
so I
don't.
Had to,
so you have
I
to
had to
lose
really
him
think.
out and have either Ospreay or Shingo win
That's
their
what I think.
win out theirs.
And I have my plan in mind.
I think
I'm
you
not gonna
have to
share
have Phantasmo win here. You know
Due to
what?
some shenanigans.
Phantasmo does win here because he's been wrestling clean. He just got DQ'd, and he's going to go right back to the old LP and be a scumbag piece of dog shit. So I'm going to take Phantasmo here.
Yep. See, this moves Elp to 4. It keeps David at 6, and he'll still be in the lead at this point. You know, so it don't make Dave look bad. Next match, we both picked Phantasmo there. Next match, we got Tama Tonga versus Great Khan.
Dude, I'm going Tama.
You going Tama?
I'm going to go Tama here. Dude, he gets back-to-back nights of tournament action here.
He does. He does. So, Tama, if he wins...
6 points, right?
How we predicted, he'll be at 6. No, if he won this, he'd be at 8. Great Khan, if he loses, he'd be stuck at 2. I think Great Khan gets at least 4 points and 2 victories, and I think he takes Tama here.
Interesting.
So that'll be one.
That's fine, bud. I'm going to take the lead, and I'm tasting Chicago Diner off of Tama Tonga's watch.
Next match, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Evil.
What are their points at?
Alrighty, Zack Sabre Jr. in their block. Evil is 3rd to last. Zack Sabre Jr. is in 2nd place with 6 points. Evil has 4. Tana leads the block.
Tana wins that block, right?
Not in my notebook.
I just don't see... Man.
Do I give you this answer and help you, or do I play this game?
No, dude, you're fine. I think, man, if anybody's gonna get past Evil's bullshit, it'll be ZSJ just by stretching everybody at fucking.
And they always have good matches, man. Have you seen any of their prior ones?
Not that I can remember.
They're good. I've went 4 1/4 on a ZSJ Evil match before.
Hell yeah! Hopefully we get a good Evil match for fuck's sake. I'm gonna go ZSJ here, bud.
Yeah, me too, man. So same one there. All right, next match: Kazuchika Okada versus Tom Lawler.
Okada, man. I told you before we went live that this should be an ass beater, yeah?
Yes, you did, and it's going to be a blast. But I think Tom is going to feel the wrath of Okada being embarrassed by Jonah. I think we see Okada come out here
and lose his shit.
Oh, yeah, bro. I want him to... Honestly, dude, I wouldn't even be mad if this only went like 10 minutes.
And it's just Lawler eating shit the whole time?
Yes, dude. Have Lawler try to grapple Okada, and Okada just slap the piss out of him, set his ass up, Rainmaker the bitch to hell. And I love Tom. Nice-ass dude. Shook his hand. Awesome guy. But he's eating shit here. All right, main event time, baby. Block C. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Hiroki Goto. Mike's 2 top picks.
They're
You've been
good
going
shit,
for these
bud.
guys a lot, man. So who do you got in this main event?
It's good shit. I'm gonna go Tana over Goto.
All right, buddy. Here we go again.
Oh, here you go. You're going Goto.
I'm gonna go Goto, bro. Biggest reason is I don't think Tana wins his block, and Tana beat Goto just at Dominion to get that AEW title shot.
Mm.
I don't think we run Tana over Goto again when Goto kind of just stepped up as the guy to eat that loss to Tana back in June. So I'm like, I feel like they give him his little win back here, and that would toss Goto up into. Well, he's already in third, so it puts him at 6 with Zach and Tana. So, all right. Next night, tag 16, Kenta and Aaron Hanare. I know what I want to see here, Mike, and I'm gonna tell you while you're sitting there. I want to see Kenta versus Ricky Marvin style. I want these boys to just
3
go
minutes
the
and
fuck
beat
at
the
it.
shit out of each other.
I want Kenta to go in there and be kind of taking Hanare, letting Hanare jab his ass, Kenta pop his ass, and just give me 5 minutes and end it.
If y'all haven't seen Kenta versus Ricky Marvin, go out of your way to look it up on YouTube,
bro.
And watch.
Wake up.
It's 5 minutes long, I think, from fucking start to end of video. It rules.
We should do a whole podcast on that match for an hour.
Should. That should be
First note, Kenta comes out to TI.
It's a fucking mess, dude. The whole thing is a mess. It's awesome.
What if he came out to that during this match? Just for one match
dead
only?
serious. If you come to my house and watch that with me, I would fight you. I would have to fight you. There would be no choice. We'd have to like scrap in my living room.
Dude, our faces when we watched that and T.I. started fucking playing, that right there, those are the moments I'll never.
Yeah, we were just like,
yeah.
What? I'm going to go Kenta here. Hanare is already eliminated, and I don't see him playing spoiler to a guy who's pretty much out as well. This is going to be gritty as fuck. This will be a fun one, man. But I see Kenta coming away with a win.
Because, see, if we predicted right, Kenta just lost to Naito in that big built match, so I feel like he comes out of that even more pissed than Okada was. Okada's going to come out embarrassed. Kenta's going to come out fucking mad he's losing his ass in the tournament. So
yeah, and it's going to be crazy to watch Kenta, who's had a fucking 100 goddamn surgeries, still give more than Naito gave Hanare. Crazy.
You're not wrong. You were not wrong. I won't argue that. Toru Yano versus Jeffrey Cobb, buddy. Where's your boy Jeff at?
2-2. Yano's won like 1 or 2 matches.
Yeah, he's only won 1 match, and that was against Jonah. So.
Does he win here, dude?
He doesn't. He doesn't.
You can't have him win against Jeff Cobb.
No, sir.
Yeah, I love Jeff Cobb, man. It's hard for me to ever pick against him. So let's go old Jeffrey.
All right. So next, Shingo Takagi versus Yujiro Takahashi.
Don't do it to me, buddy. You just said next. This is a Shingo win. It shouldn't be anything other.
Agreed.
All right.
Next up, this will be a banger. Yoshihashi versus Will Ospreay.
Wow, dude. So we have Yoshi. We'll have Yoshi 3-1, so he'll have 6 points. Ospreay will have 6 points, right?
Yep.
Dude, I'm gonna. Oh, dude.
Hold on one sec.
Ospreay's lost twice, so he's
at
Ospreay
4 will be at
right?
4. Yep.
Fuck.
This is the tough stuff, man.
It is, man. It is. There's something primal in me that wants to see Ospreay eat Karma straight to the fucking head, you know?
And then kick out, though.
Yeah.
That's what I
at
want.
1, right? Fucking who cares?
No, I would love that. I would love that.
Dude, man, Yoshihashi making a run would be fucking awesome.
I just have what my semis are going to be, and Ospreay has to win to fulfill that. So.
Yeah. Do you have Ospreay Shingo again? You can't,
no, they can't.
It's in the
they
same
can't.
block.
Yeah, because
right.
it's block A versus B. No, you're good.
And then C
but that's the
D.
thing to think about, though. Never mind, I'm not going to give you that tip. This is a competition.
No, you're good. I think I go Ospreay here. As much as I would love to see Yoshihashi become like, oh, everybody's getting behind him, and then he just eats shit his last match and gets eliminated. I just think it'd be cool, man. It's good to see him actually pick up some wins.
I want to see Ospreay kill him here, to be honest with you.
See, I'm gonna go Osprey.
Hell yeah. All right, buddy. This next match, this is one where I want an upset more than I want to lose tomorrow. I'm not even going to tell you what the match is because when I tell you, it's going to insult you. You're going to say Ethan is a mark and a piece of shit, and he is biased.
Ugh.
But Mike, this match, the main event of Tag 16 in Block B action, is Jay White versus Tai Chi.
Stop it.
And
You're
I
a
shit,
scumbag, dude.
but dude,
Fuck you, dude.
tell me this right the fuck now, bro. It's not gonna hurt Jay. It's not gonna hurt Jay. It's not gonna hurt Jay. And who works his ass off every G1?
Hey, bud,
Tai
let me ask
Chi.
you a question. Who do you have written down right now?
I have no one actually because
No
I want,
way,
because
dude.
I want it to be Tai Chi, but it's not gonna be. They want Jay White to go all. The thing is, it could be him, and it wouldn't affect the standings. Jay has this block field, man. Like, truthfully, like, let's look at it. He's at 8 points. No one's even at 6 at this point.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
gonna be
but-
Jay. I want it to be
thank
Tai
you.
Chi, but it's Jay.
Let's think logically here.
We're thinking logically, but my heart is with Tai Chi. Okay?
Okay.
And his lip syncing and his girl.
There's no
all of
lip
them.
syncing. He's not even acting like he's singing. He's not moving his mouth. There's no lip syncing at all.
Here's this, Mike. I want you to do this. When you met Suzuki at GCW, if you looked him in his eyes, you said that you wanted Jay White to beat Tai Chi. How do you think he'd feel about it?
He would have just shook his head at me like he was all night, man.
All right, just go ahead.
Jay White.
And me too, Jay White.
Jay
All right.
White.
We're
I
in
hope
here.
Jay White comes out in his excursion gear underneath his switchblade gear and he rips off his pants like Tai Chi does. How's that for you, bud? There you
Buddy,
go.
We're going wild.
Put that one on the line for you.
All right, buddy. Tag 17. Yoshihashi versus David Finlay. It's getting
Yoshi.
real tough. Yoshi. Oh, I picked Finlay, so there's
Yeah,
a different one.
Yoshihashi.
I think Finlay takes it. All right, Tai Chi versus Great Okan, buddy.
What's Tai Chi's points going to be at?
When he beats
hypothetical-
when he beats Jay, he'll be it. I'm just kidding. He's gonna be 2-2 with 4 points, and Okan will be 2-3 with 4 points.
I have him 1-4 with 2 points because I don't have him winning earlier on. I'm gonna go Okan here. Oh man, this is gonna be the fucking deciding night, dude. This
I
is the
know.
night.
Okay, so you pick Okan. See that this makes sense though because I picked Tama as Okan's last big win, and you're picking Tai Chi as Okan.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Cool. Alrighty. Next match: Jeff Cobb and Tom Lawler.
Lawler's won 2 straight. I don't have
Oh,
Lawler winning.
no. We had him lose to Okada. Remember?
Right. Yeah, but he has won 2. We have him
Yep.
losing to Okada. So he's like 2-4.
Something
2
like
and
that. I'd
3.
imagine.
Jeff Cobb would be 3-2. I had said earlier, dude, I think I have Mr. Lawler beating Mr. Cobb here, bud.
Oh my. Okay, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
And I picked Cobb. I just think Cobb's 8 more losses, and I think you really want him to. I mean, he's only 8-2, but like still, he's somebody you want to keep strong.
I
So
told you,
think
dude, those 2 losses feel like he's been eliminated fucking since the
Yeah.
get-go because of
Yeah, I
him,
mean,
you know?
he lost to Okada, he's lost to Jonah. Like, he's got to pick up these wins now. So I'm going Cobb. Next match, main event: Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kenta.
Oh, dude, that's a good match.
It is. They
That should
faced
be
in
a fun
in 2019 in the G1 as well.
Tanahashi and Kenta almost killed themselves at Wrestle Kingdom this year, right?
Yeah, that's what put Kenta out. So,
Uh,
I
and
need to see.
Tana
won
beat
that match?
Kenta, right?
I'm gonna check because I might change my pick.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Kenta here, big dog.
Are you?
I am.
And
I am.
Tana beat Kenta. Well, that lines up. I picked Kenta anyway, so we posted the same. All right, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, that would mark the end of things, but we're rolling hot. Let's go ahead and set the semis up.
Oh
All
man.
right, so we got 10 matches left. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will determine our game and the whole game. Tag 18, Mike.
I'm listening.
Juice Robinson versus Will Ospreay.
Osprey.
Okay. I picked Ospreay as well. Shingo Takagi versus El Phantasmo. This is going to be an interesting take from.
I just feel like Shingo kills him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going Shingo, and you're gonna go El Phantasmo because
I'm
he's a
going
piece of dog
LP.
shit.
I'm going LP for this reason. Based off my tallies, Shingo and Ospreay will be tied for the block at 8 heading into this night. If Shingo wins and Ospreay wins, Shingo has the tiebreaker over Ospreay, but I do not have Shingo in my sim. So I think Shingo has to eat the loss here.
I don't like it.
Because Shingo was in the G. That's the thing. Ospreay's just been back. He missed G1 last year. Like I think they want to have Ospreay at least in the semifinal. So
He's also your United States champion, right?
Shingo just had his run. I don't think their concern is building Shingo. He's
That's
built.
fine. It's all good, big dog.
No, go ahead. What else were you gonna
No,
say?
go ahead, bud. You're good. Do your thing.
I'm done. What are you getting all pissy about here, bud?
I ain't getting pissy, bud. I just think that you have Osprey jump and hit. Jeff is losing his mind in the chat.
Why? He don't
he
like
just
my pick, huh?
he just probably thinks your pick is biased.
Bias, bro. I love
I'm
Shingo.
kidding.
What's
I'm
biased?
kidding. Yeah, dude. I just see a world where you have a pissed off Will Ospreay is good for New Japan Pro Wrestling, and him going into his match fired up, like hopefully it's a win and in, but I really have to see how Shingo comes out and wins. Like if he wins, then I'm fucked. Like so he comes in, he puts on, dude. He kicks out all of Juice's shit, dude. All of it. This goes like 28 minutes, bro. Him and
Ugh.
fucking Juice go forever, and then Shingo fucking kills El Phantasmo in like 14 minutes. And then you have Ospreay fired up because he did everything, man. He worked his ass off, but Shingo is still the guy. And
That's good.
That leads
That's
everything
good.
else in.
That's good. I
Shingo
like that.
Takagi, baby.
I like that last minute story you just told.
Yeah, bud.
But I will rebuttal later in this prediction panel because I have my story as well.
Interesting.
I would like that story to end with us getting another Shingo Ospreay match at Wrestle Kingdom. That would be a good way to fucking branch that on out.
That'd be a fun one.
Anyways, all right, we got Lance Archer versus Kazuchika Okada.
Okada.
All right, same. Bad Luck Fale versus Jonah.
Fale.
Cool.
There you go.
Tomohiro Ishii versus Sonata.
Dude, this is gonna end up with Sonata winning, but if it's not Ishii, go fuck yourself. I'm going to Ishii.
I'm going to Ishii as well. He needs another win.
Fucking God, dude.
All right, Tama Tonga versus Jay White. Big match here.
Tama.
Really? You think they're
going
to give it to
Tama
him?
Tonga? Yep. It doesn't alter anything, dude. And so you have Jay walk in kind of cocky, and you have Tama who's fired the fuck up still. The motherfucker doesn't sleep at night because of Jay White and the shit he pulled. And he's going to come out and fuck him up. It's going to be awesome.
I want that to happen, but I'm going to stick with what I wrote and say Jay White.
It's fine.
Goto versus Evil.
Have I picked an Evil match yet? I've not. I'm going Evil.
All right, I went Evil too. All right, and now this is the match that is going to, in my opinion, determine this. I saved this for last for my rebuttal. It's Tetsuya Naito. I think this is going to determine with 8 points apiece, Tetsuya Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr. And I think this determines...
Your thought is it's going to be Ospreay, ZSJ.
Ospreay Naito.
Yeah, fucking garbage, dude.
How is
Watch
it
me turn
garbage?
that.
They've
Watch
they've
me
never
turn
done,
that bitch off, bud.
and you'll enjoy it as soon as they start busting out head bumps because they fucking
Yeah,
that's what they're
dude.
gonna
Fucking
do. And you,
Naito moving at 30% speed. Fucking
bro,
dork.
have you ever seen the Ibushi Naito matches?
Before Naito had 6 knee surgeries or whatever the fuck it was. No big deal.
I
Casual. That's
don't
fine.
know.
Not a big
I
deal.
don't know what he did with
Uh,
his surgeries. I
I'm
just
gonna
know he drops it
go.
on his head.
I'm gonna go ZSJ.
I'm going Naito, Osprey, Naito, semis.
You think
Okada
that you
beats
said
Jay
that they've
White.
never done their thing before? Osprey, or I'm
They've
sorry,
never.
Osprey and Naito.
I don't think they've ever had a singles match. If they do, you can call me a honky. Let's see. I just think it's a fresh match. Yep, never happened.
Really?
Yep, and I think with this being the first post-pandemic G1 that they would want to do something, and your finals aren't going to be fresh per se. So I think you got to squeeze this big match in. It's perfect time.
Interesting. I like it.
And then the way I have it being is you have Okada White, Osprey Naito. Okada beats White to get his win back. Osprey beats Naito. Okada Osprey in the finals.
And Okada wins.
And Okada wins.
Okay. Okay.
Where you at?
Okay. I think
who
you're.
takes
I
this
think
whole thing?
the thing is, you have a hard time dropping Jay twice in a row.
Yep, and that's why I kept Jay undefeated. I think because I'm like,
Yeah.
if you have him clean everyone out, you can't say he did bad. Like he was 10 and or
Do those semis have 30-minute time limits, or are they hour longs?
well, I don't know about that. This is the first time they've done a semifinal in years
Gotcha. Okay.
because these blocks kind of twisted everything up.
Yeah, dude. Let's see how the next week plays out, and then we'll fucking touch up on it. But what's the streaming schedule like right now?
The streaming schedule, basically for this week or for like finals week.
Finals week, right? Because we're just about there, right?
Yeah, it's next week. So
Yep.
basically, that's why I said we're gonna do, and everyone, I think we're gonna do 3 shows next week.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
We have a
because
lot on
basically,
our plate, not just next week, but moving forward. There's a lot of cool shit that Ethan and I are working on. Again, if you don't follow us on our socials, at Mike X Klinsky, at the PW Truth, that's where you're going to find everything. All of that is linked in the description to this video. So you can find us on Instagram, on Twitter. You'll follow us there. But there's a lot of cool shit that Ethan and I are working on. I hate the vague shit of like, oh, big things coming soon.
yeah,
But like,
yeah.
there's a lot on our plate right now that we're really kind of
There,
working through the details on. So just stick around.
there's a chance we'll have some announcements next week.
Yes.
Not on our first 2 shows of the week. So I guess I'll go ahead and say this. Are you down with what we talked about?
Yep.
All right, so Tuesday next week we're gonna do a Tuesday show instead of a Monday show, and we're gonna do this to recap all of this week's shows as well as Tuesday's show itself, and that will set us up for the semifinals of the tournament. And the semis happen on Wednesday. So Wednesday semifinals happen. We'll do a quick little stream before Dynamite goes on.
Yep.
And talk about what our finals ended up being. And then on Thursday morning, the finals take place. And after me and Michael J get off work, we'll log back on, we'll watch the finals, and get back on here with you guys to talk about what
I probably will mute the G1 tag.
on Thursday or Wednesday.
Probably like Tuesday.
All the way to Tuesday.
And just
Okay.
mute the whole fucking thing. Just so if any of you guys are in here, just tweet with the hashtag G1 Climax 32. So that way we avoid our spoilers. We can watch this shit and see it clear-minded to enjoy it and have a good time.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it should be interesting. Ethan, do you have anything that you wanted to add before we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, it's been a long one. Just thank everybody for listening. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks, Mike, for putting up with me. Thanks, everybody, for watching this whole thing. We all just have fun here. And it's been a blast. But this is the first time I've watched a G1 in full with somebody, Michael. So
Oh, dude, it's my first time ever watching a full G1, so
we're here, man.
this has been a blast. Dude, we're almost there, the final stretch.
Yes.
So I appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching, lurking, not saying a single word. We appreciate you guys a ton. Anybody that watches us after the fact, feel free to give us a thumbs up, comment on that thing, tell your friends about it, and let's talk G1 over the next week and see exactly how this son of a bitch plays out. Ethan and I might be having a Discord, wink, wink, hint, hint, nod, nod, that's going to be popping up with a bunch of wrestling stuff and other little activities on there. So we might have a bunch of you guys be a part of that. So once we have that up and running, we'll let you guys know. Again, follow us on our socials, all linked in the description. That's where you're going to find all the information about Ethan, all the information about myself, and where you're going to see all the cool shit that we're working on, because there's a lot in the pipeline right now.
Yes, sir. And just thanks everybody again. Next week, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, we will be here, and we hope you join us. And if we do start this wrestling Discord, little John, like Mike mentioned, hit one of us up so we can get you on the list to be added in.
We'll get you in there.
But thanks
Fellas,
everybody.
everybody, y'all enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you back next Tuesday at a special G1 finale start time. Guys, enjoy your week, and we'll see you back next week. Take care.